free SHS has come to stay.
It's one of Ghana's most ambitious policies, giving every child access to secondary education. But after years of implementation, is free SHS working as it should?
To reduce burden on our parents.
Our dormitories were overcrowded.
Our own trunks, then we pile it on the floor, we put our bed on it and sleep.
A policy that changed the future of education. But how do we sustain it?
Free SHS is wonderful, but we have to look at it again.
Parents can contribute to their schools, but it cannot be another fee to block the less fortunate from going to school.
Education stakeholders are asking, what is next? Can we ensure quality while keeping access free?
What we're going to do is to get dedicated funding for it so that it is better resourced.
At the heart of this dialogue is a fundamental question. How can Ghana sustain free SHS while enhancing quality, equity and efficiency in the education sector? Joy Prime National Dialogue on Free SHS. The date is the 14th of February 2025. The time is 10 a.m. Live on Joy Prime and across social media platforms. This is in partnership with School for Life.
A lot that has been happening, and talking about that, during elections, there's always campaign promises, right? Now, we take a look at 2016. No, actually, let's take a look at 2008, where the NPP campaigned heavily on free SHS. Now, they lost. In 2012, back to the same campaign promise, free SHS, but they lost. In 2016, back to the same campaign promise, free SHS, they won this time around. Now, when they won, they implemented it. However, after the implementation, there has been a lot of conversations. Some have said that it wasn't well implemented. Some of the students even complained about how it was being run. Some of them said there were lack of beds, lack of good food, too much people, in school. Of course, the breaks were too lengthy, and they go to school just one semester and they say, you're done, you're jumping to the next class and all. Now, there's a new government that has come in. They didn't campaign on free SHS promise. However, they said they are going to make sure that it works better. The NPP said if the NDC is voted into power, they will make sure they cancel the free SHS. Here at Joy Prime, we have decided to have a public dialogue on it. How do we enhance free SHS, the quality of it, to make it more efficient and, of course, to make it a great sector? And so this dialogue will happen tomorrow at 10 a.m. right here on Joy Prime. And this morning, I want to speak with Wedat Seibu, who is a director about this particular issue. She's a director for School for Life. And Wedat is joining me on Zoom. Good morning, Wedat.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing great, I must say. And so thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this conversation is very, very important, I know, to most parents out there, because there has been, mixed reactions. Some have been happy with the implementation of free SHS. Others have said that, it's been implemented, but we are not getting the results that we were hoping to get. Hence, we should do it better. We have a new government that says they can do it better. Now, with that, for us here at Joy Prime, having this forum, we want to make sure that we enhance the quality of free education. And so talking about our free senior high school education. And so talking about that, with that, first of all, I want us to take a look at some of the main concerns that have risen up out of free SHS.
Good morning, and to your cherished viewers. And then thank you so much for having me on this show. In fact, as you have rightly indicated, the free senior high school policy or program, if you like, when it was introduced by the New Patriotic Party and implemented for some time now, have generated a lot of debate, a lot of discussion regarding the relevance, regarding the quality and the efficiency of the program. And it's important to note that in terms of the relevance, I think there's a general consensus on that. Everybody agrees that free senior high school is good. Free senior high school program is a good one. It's good, but the discussions or the concerns have actually been in relation to how it is being implemented. There has been a lot of concerns regarding the quality and the efficiency of the implementation of the program, and even how sustainable is the current approach is. And for us, it is important to really take a critical look at the concerns that have been raised to ensure that we establish a certain kind of a national consensus and agreement as to how we go about the implementation of such an important program as far as our education system is concerned. There has also even question about or concerns around how equitable this program has been. And for us in School for Life, we feel that it is important to have a certain kind of dialogue so as to ensure that everybody, we take on board the input and explore some sustainable ways of going about the implementation of the program. We need to look at other financing model and also mobilize and cultivate a general kind of agreement and understanding and consensus around the implementation of the program. So it is exciting to partner with Joy Prime to engender this national dialogue, to ensure that all those who matter, we take the views from all of them to shape the policy in terms of its structure and its implementation, in terms of its finance and how we go about even financing it in a sustainable manner, in a way that will ensure that everybody who is supposed to benefit is actually benefiting from it.
Right.
The heart of the concerns has also been the quality of learning outcomes or quality of education that is being derived from this implementation so far. So it is important that as a policy, we establish that national consensus to ensure that everybody to have that kind of collective buy-in into the program and into the processes of the implementation. So it is as a result of this that School for Life finds it necessary to collaborate or to actually harness a certain kind of collaborations and partnership to ensure that we really have this national discourse that will fit into the current government plans and plans of review of the program.
Now, talking about that, one thing that I know people have been asking is, do you think that free SHS is working as it should?
Not quite. In that, like I've already indicated, there has been concerns about the quality. There has been concerns about even the current model of financing the program. How sustainable is it? If we continue on this path, people have reason to believe that we will somehow crash land in the future. So it is important for us to and everybody really have the confidence that at least whatever financing mechanism, whatever approach that we have adopted in terms of its implementation, we are sure that it would be sustainable. So to your question about whether it is being implemented as it should, I would say that no, we are not there yet. And I think that is why there has been the call for us to really have this dialogue to shape the processes of implementation. So I think that and for every program, especially at its initial stages, these challenges are expected, but it is about how as a nation, about how as a society we look at the challenges that are coming out from the implementation so far and the learnings that are coming out, and pick this learning to shape the future implementation of the program.
Fantastic. I know tomorrow is the dialogue, but I just want to ask you this, since I have you on this morning. Some people have advocated that if people can afford it, we should allow them to pay. And for those who can't afford it, they should go ahead and enjoy the free SHS. Do you agree with this advocacy?
Yes, as an organization that focuses on enhancing or promoting equity within our education system, I think it's a call in the right direction, in a sense that it is not everybody who really are struggling to finance the education of their ward. And I think that as a society, in terms of our developmental stature at the moment, it is important to adopt this kind of welfare system, whereby those who are able to afford will contribute in ensuring that for those children who are coming from households that are not able to afford the financing of their education, they are able, the well-to-do will contribute to support. So for me, I'm in for that. And that is why we are saying that we need to look at the financing more broadly, rather than just leaving it to the government alone to shoulder it, which is a burden. Everybody knows that, the struggle, the challenges that we have seen from the implementation of the program so far has to do with the government ability to really, in terms of finance, resource-wise, to really implement it the way it should be implemented. So if the government is struggling in financing, why don't we broaden the funding portfolio, the funding sources, to include other alternatives, which is like part of what you have just said. Part of which is what you have just indicated, by ensuring that within the nation, parents who are well-to-do, and even well-to-do individuals who do not even have parents in a senior high level, can still contribute, can still support generously to support the implementation of the program. So for me, I think that we really need to look at it in that direction to ensure that the free senior high school is not like for everybody. It should be structured in a way that ensures that those who really need it, who need the support, are benefiting from it. And those who can afford are contributing to ensure that those who need it are benefiting from it.
Well, Dad, I know tomorrow is going to be an amazing day, because definitely we'll get it fixed through this forum. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And tomorrow, 10 a.m., you will join us via Zoom again, right? Tomorrow. You're joining us via Zoom tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Great. And so we'll definitely be tapping into all your knowledge tomorrow. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day with that.
Thank you so much for having us. And it is so exciting that School for Life is partnering with Joy Prime to have this important national dialogue. I look forward to fruitful discussions on this issue tomorrow.
Great. And with that is the Director for School for Life. And tomorrow we are having the forum that you do not want to miss, especially as a parent. We have to be worried for our wards. We need quality education for them. And talking about that is not just about free, but it has to be of good quality. And if you're talking about that, campaign promises, they are. How are we going to also make sure that we tap into that campaign promises? Very good. Now, there's a lot that's been trending. Esiedua is here. Esiedua?
Yes, Rose.
Esiedua, talking about that, your sister enjoyed free SHS, right?
She did, yeah.
Right.
She was a benefactor.
Yeah, but did she go through some challenges as well?
She really did, because at some point in school, they had to figure out, accommodating the students, where some of them would sleep, sometimes food shortage here and there. It was a bit of an issue. And so as parents, my parents had to do some more, giving extra monies.
Wow.
Buying some more provisions, here and there and all of that, just so that she could have enough whilst in school. It's a little bit dicey. So imagine the number of parents that could not really afford to do all those things. I believe it was quite tough for them. Yeah. And I'm excited about this dialogue that is going to happen tomorrow.